Alright, now we're going to talk about how to multiply fractions and whole numbers. First problem you see when you look here is that big fat word of. Anytime you see the word of in math class, you can think multiply. Math, the word of in math is synonymous with times, with multiply. So you can just put a great big fat X through that. So this problem is now 2/5 times 9. The problem is, what are we going to do with 9? Are we going to multiply it by the top? Are we going to multiply it by the bottom? We're actually going to slightly rewrite it. 9 divided by 1 is 9, right? Mathematically makes sense. What's another way to write division? Well, we could write it like this. 9 divided by 1, right? 9 over 1. 9 divided by 1, that still has a value of 9. What if I flip that? I'm just going to rewrite it so what's on the left is on the right. A equals B, B equals A. So 9 is 9 over 1. I'm going to rename 9 as 9 over 1. I'm just going to put a bloop, little over 1 underneath it. So just to clean this up, I'll write it down here underneath. Hey, 2/5 times of 9. But we're going to rename it as 9 over 1. And now, it's a pretty straightforward and simple problem to do. 2 times 9, hey, that's 18. And 5 times 1, hey, that's 5. The problem is you can't stop here. Now we have to turn this back into a mixed number. So 2/5 of 9 would be, well, let's see, how many times will 5 go into 18? 5 goes into 18 3 times with a remainder of 3. So the final answer would be 3 and 3/5. Alright, now on to problem number 2, 5/10 of 4. As we just learned on the last one, what we're going to do anytime we stumble into a whole number is we're going to put it over 1. So we're going to put this over 1, and the word of in math class means times. Okay, so we have 5 times 4 and 10 times 1, but anytime we can, we will try to simplify. Whatever you can divide out of the top, you can divide out of the bottom. Hey, what goes into both 10 and 4? 2. So I will divide the top by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. I'll divide the bottom by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now multiply straight across. Oh, look at this. We can also divide top and bottom here, right? What goes into 5 and 5? 5 divided by 5 is 1. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Multiplying straight across, we get 2 over 1. Well, how many times will 1 go into 2? 2 times. So the final answer would be 2. Alright, now we got 1/2 of 2. Anytime you see the word of, you can think multiply. And we got a big fat 2 here. How do we handle that in fraction multiplication? Put it over 1. And then multiply straight across. Try to simplify before if you can, which we can here actually, because hey, what goes into 2 and what goes into 2? What goes into the 2 in top, 2 in the bottom? We'll divide top and bottom by 2. This is going to be a really easy problem. Multiplying straight across, it's 1 over 1, or just 1. Alright, problem 4, 2/3 of 4. I don't want the full group. I want most of it, but I don't want the full group of 4. So this will probably be something right around 3, 3 1/3, something in that ballpark. Alright, I can't use 4 in this form, so I got to put it over 1. Boom, boom. And of means times. So I actually cannot simplify this problem. You see a 2 and a 4 here, but the problem is they're both in the top. And if I was to divide one of these in the top, I would also have to have a dividing out of the factor in the bottom, which I do not have, so I'll just multiply straight across, and that will be 8 over 3. That's an improper fraction. Turn it back into a mixed number. 3 goes into 8 2 times with a remainder of 2. The answer would be 2 and 2/3. I was close to 3-ish. I was close. And last one, 1/4 of 8. Hey, of means times. What are we going to do with 8? We're going to put it over 1. Now, there is a factor right here, right? What goes into 4 and 8? Those are both multiples of 4. So we will divide the top by 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. We'll divide the bottom by 4. Multiply straight across, we get 2 over 1. Hey, what is 2 divided by 1? It's just 2. So what is a fourth of 8? A fourth of 8 is 2. Alright, go ahead and finish the rest of this sheet, both sides.